What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, back with some more boxing. So, I had a second viewing at Nonito Donaire versus Vic Darchinyan, the rematch. So, I decided to do an Ego's Rescored. If you guys are new to my channel, basically with Ego Rescored, I take a second look at a fight. Usually, watching live, you got different emotions. Sometimes you drink and you're caught in the moment. You don't want to rewind things. So, it's good to look at these fights again a second time just to see things that you may have missed, see little patterns, see just different things you probably didn't pick up on. In that time, I can actually take some notes and have a more comprehensive breakdown, kind of like a John Madden play-by-play. So that's what the Ego Rescored is. So I took a look at Vic Darchinyan rematch with Nonito Donaire. Good fight. I still think Nonito Donaire has his work cut out to get back to the top. He looked very just lethargic, unmotivated. He really couldn't pull the trigger until the very end. It was only a 10-round fight, and he stopped Vic Darchinyan, who probably got overconfident because he was stealing rounds and got caught with the left and wasn't able to recover, and he got swarmed. So basically, with the Ego Rescored, I give you a breakdown. This is a real breakdown. I go round by round. I pick up on little things, that highlights of the round, if you will, little bullet points. Some of you guys watch fights and you're like, oh, Ruslan Provodnikov beat Timothy Bradley. Yet you can't intelligently speak to what rounds they won. You just, oh, Ruslan won. With this, it's different. I'm giving you the round. You can go to these segments and sections of the fight and see what I see. So it's completely different, and it shows you that I'm not just arbitrarily picking a score or picking a winner. This is why I'm giving you the why as well as the end verdict, so you know why I gave so and so the round. So without further ado, let's get right into it. Round one, a pretty slow round, a filler round. The guys hadn't met since the first fight, which took place 6 years ago. So they were both tentative, both pretty hesitant to just unload their shots, and they were respectful of each other's power. I think Nonito Donaire landed more. He landed some nice body shots throughout this round. Vic came on strong late, but I give Nonito Donaire the round just for landing more, and I think he was pressing this particular round. Round two, Donaire landed a nice body shot at 1 minute and 54 seconds. Donaire lands another shot that causes Vic's legs to buckle at 1 minute and 17 seconds. He threw a left-right combination at 1:16, and then a short compact left hook. Donaire lands a nice right at 57 seconds, which backs Vic Darchinyan up. Strong right at 49 seconds, and then Darchinyan responds to these shots with two hard lefts, and then the second one lands even harder at 41 seconds. Vic lands another nice left with 3 seconds left to go in the round. Overall, Donaire landed more. He landed the harder, more telling blows, so I give him the round. Vic Darchinyan definitely responded well to Donaire's pressure, but overall, I give it to Donaire. Round three, Donaire was caught lunging and reaching at 2 minutes and 5 seconds. Vic times him perfectly and tags him, makes him pay for that mistake. At 44 seconds, Darchinyan lands a nice left, and it's a very close round. Donaire was pushing this round, but he was also getting tagged. You see that Darchinyan in this round is content being a patient counterpuncher, just capitalizing off Donaire's mistakes. Tough round to score, but I gave it to Donaire just for pressing the fight, and he seemed more active, more aggressive in this round. Round four, Darchinyan's timing is more and more apparent. He lands a left at 2 minutes and 15 seconds, and again at 2 minutes and 10 seconds, so back to back. Vic lands another hard clubbing left at 54 seconds, and again at 48 seconds. So it seems that he's getting Nonito Donaire's timing and rhythm down pretty good. Nonito grabs onto the ropes for support at the 48-second mark as he's pushed back from a shot. He tries to hold on to the ropes to save face and act like it's part of his act, like he was showboating. But realistically, he did it because he was getting pushed back from a shot and he needed the support from the ropes. Donaire flurries in the last 10 seconds of the round, missed a lot but landed some significant shots. A hard left at 7 seconds and again at 5 seconds. And then he landed a third left in 2 seconds. It's just an all-out war that broke out. Nice flurry by Nonito at the end of the round, but overall Vic landed the better shots through the round's entirety, so I gave Vic Darchinyan that round. Round five, pretty slow-paced round, both fighters landing shots on each other, some good body shots. Darchinyan lands hard overhand left that pushes Donaire back into the ropes to steal the round. That was at 6 seconds. So by pushing Nonito Donaire back into the ropes in the last 10 seconds, to me, Vic Darchinyan stole that round because it was an otherwise slow paced and even round, but he stole it by capitalizing on that last 10 seconds and leaving that last final impression before the round ended. Round 6, Donaire comes out bouncing. It looks like he's trying to get energized, trying to get back in the fight. Vic lands a partially blocked left at 2 minutes and 26 seconds. Donaire lands a big right at 19 seconds. It was a very close round. Donaire landed big shots to close the round, so I gave Donaire this particular round. After this round, trainer Robert Garcia is basically pleading. He's begging Donaire. He's saying the rounds are too close. You got to throw more punches. They don't have to be power punches, but you still got to throw more. So it's apparent he's not necessarily doing enough to convincingly win. Round 7, Donaire lands a nice right at 1 minute and 23 seconds. Vic immediately responds at 1 minute and 18 seconds, throws a flurry to create space, and back Nonito up off of him. Vic tackles Donaire to the ground in the last minute of the fight. Darchinyan lands a quick left against the ropes at 8 seconds. Vic was definitely pushing the pace in this round. He landed the same amount of shots. He threw 55, landed 5, while Donaire only threw 21 and landed 5. So to me, I give this round to Vic Darchinyan because he was the more active fighter. And Nonito Donaire just appeared to be sluggish and unmotivated, and he threw less. So in a close round, I give it to Darchinyan for pressing the action, and Darchinyan just seemed overall more energetic and sharper with fresher legs. Round 8, Vic switches back to counterpunching. That's what gave him the success, so he starts boxing more. He looks very poised and composed this round, and he's outboxing Donaire. He lands the sharper shots. I give it to Vic Darchinyan. After this round, Robert Garcia, again, begging Nonito. He says, don't give this away. You got to be more active. Round 9, both fighters come out. Donaire seems to catch Vic Darchinyan rushing in recklessly at 2 minutes and 11 seconds with a sharp, quick, compact left hook, which is Nonito Donaire's money punch. Nonito could tell Vic is hurt because he's retreating, and Vic even extends his arm to try to push Nonito back to create some space. At 1 minute and 54 seconds, Nonito lands a straight right. Vic tries to counter it with the uppercut, and Nonito just keeps bullying and pressing the action, trying to swarm him. At 1 minute and 50 seconds, Nonito, he sends another short left hook to Darchinyan's head, and Darchinyan drops to the canvas. And from that point, Darchinyan is able to get back up, but his legs are very stiff. It's apparent that he has no legs under him, so he gets pushed up back against the rope, and Nonito just tries to time him and swarm him, not let him recover from it. The ref eventually stops it because it's apparent Darchinyan has no legs, and there's too much time in the left in the round for him to survive, and he's not responding with shots. So the ref did what he had to do, and he stopped the fight. So overall, a good fight. I think it was tougher than it should have been. Darchinyan is a good fighter, but his power really lies in the lower weight divisions. Nonito already beat him, and Nonito, from what I thought, had been on the incline, where Darchinyan had lost a couple of fights. And just hasn't looked spectacular against other opponents, like people like Gallo. So I don't know if it was the animosity that Darchinyan had for Nonito Donaire for kind of stealing his thunder in his moment when Darchinyan was on top, but this was too competitive, especially since Nonito was just recently mentioned as fighter of the year and just recently mentioned in talks of being on the top 10 pound for pound list. I think he made it a more difficult fight than he could have. I think Nonito Donaire should have used a jab a whole hell of a lot more. He's bigger, he's stronger than Vic Darchinyan. His jab was virtually absent this fight. He could have went to the body. His speed didn't look the same. He didn't look as fluid with the speed. He didn't look as crisp with the shots. So it was his saving grace that he was able to catch Vic Darchinyan doing what he's done in the past, and that's coming in reckless, unprotected, like sex. A-B. No, I'm just playing. So, again, if Nonito Donaire wants to rematch a sharpshooter like Guillermo Rigondeaux, I just see he has to look better. That's what it is. He has to look better than he looked in this particular fight. He has to get that desire back. and he has to want to fight. This is an unforgiving sport. So if you're not ready for everything, if you don't train, if your heart's not in it, you're not going to beat these elite guys. So let me know what you guys think of this Egos Rescored Nonito Donaire Vic Darchinyan rematch. What do you think if Nonito Donaire fights Rigondeaux again? What happens? Leave a comment. Let me know what you guys think. As always, hate, comment, or subscribe. Till next video is Ego signing off.